what is your relationship with tension? Because in 2024, you stepping in and choosing your tension is going to be you choosing the reality you live in. Now think about this. Even in the word intention, literally the word intention, like you look at the law of attraction, creating your dream life, like you have to set intention. And in the word intention, it's intention. Now tension, for many people that experience tension growing up in childhood, may view tension as bad. I know when I was growing up, tension was not a good thing. There was a desire to mitigate the tension because the tension meant there was conflict. It meant there was pain. It meant it wasn't safe. Now what happens though is that kept me trapped for a good portion of my life, where what would happen is I was playing it safe all the way up till I was 27 years old, and I was working that 9-to-5 job selling women's shoes, and I realized that the tension I was in was not the tension that I preferred. My tension was I lived in what felt like a prison. I was going to a 9-to-5 job I wasn't passionate about. Funny enough, the manager and the corporate politics of that job were very similar to my childhood, and I didn't see it for a long time. Things weren't fair. There were politics, corporate politics, just like growing up with my ex-stepmom. There was an energy of like having to tiptoe around her, sucking up in order to get to be able to survive or get to go to like a school activity. Very similar. It was very interesting. And that tension was there, even though it seemed, here was the thing though, and here's the thing I think you might need to hear to really get you to a place to where 2024, everything changes for you. I was given that tension in a way growing up, and then I took it on as my own. And then in 2017, I chose new tension. The tension I chose in 2017 was for me to create videos every single day on YouTube. And the tension there that was there too is, what will people think? It felt kind of fake at first. It felt like imposter syndrome. Blocks came up. What will my family and friends think? You want to know what's interesting about that though, is anytime you begin to step into more of that intention, that tension, it begins to become more and more familiar to where then you grow to include it. Think about that. It's like as you do something more consistently, it becomes your normal. It's no longer tension. It's only tension in the beginning. Just like if I were to go to the gym and practice for a whole year doing a certain number of dumbbells with bicep curl, eventually my muscles would grow and it would feel like less tension because the muscle is bigger. It's only in the initial stages that the tension is really there. But what most people do, here's the thing you need to hear right now. If you don't choose your tension in 2024 by stepping into your purpose, by asking that person out, by making a new choice about who you are, the tension will be what's under the surface right now. The tension will still be there. It'll be there in the form of regret. Where in a year or two from now, you look around, you're like, man, I wish I would have started when I watched that video or when I knew about this tension idea. You can make a new choice about who you are at any given moment. And by choosing your tension, you are choosing the reality you live in. But tension is not bad. Let's talk about that for a minute. Think about this. Here's the funny thing with people pleasers, a lot of empaths, nice guys, or people that are just always pleasing. The fear is, if I am authentic and I express how I really feel and I'm vulnerable, if I were to express that, it would cause tension in other people. So instead, I'm going to carry the tension inside of myself of not being the real me to please you, which is also a manipulation tactic, because if I please you, what are you going to give me? Approval? Validation? And what the people pleaser or the empath is afraid of is if I be the real version of me, I'm going to get rejected. You want to know what's so funny? It's not true. It's just a belief. When you express the real you to other people, you will get respect, even if people don't agree with it, or even if they decide, you know what, this person's now setting boundaries with me. Now that you're speaking your truth, maybe there are some people that fall out of your life. That's okay. polarity is a good thing because it is showing the authenticity of who you are. And in 2024, it's about dropping the need to please other people. Stop carrying around tension everywhere you go. That's the funny thing about people pleasers too. People say that people pleasers don't like tension. You want to know what's funny? People pleasers love tension more than anyone. They love tension so much, they carry it on the inside of their body everywhere they go. It's just suppressed under the surface. Now, somebody that really didn't like tension, you know what they would do? Express it and get it out of their bodies. So the key to this whole video and everything I'm talking about is that there's these strategies we may have developed growing up that simply don't work anymore. And in 2023, it may have worked a little bit to tiptoe around this strategy thing, tiptoe around tension. But in 2024, it's not going to fly. If you're watching this video, I believe you're seeing it because there's a part of you that it's time you step into tension and understand that as you step into that tension and you have that intention, you're in tension, not a bad thing. I say that, and some spiritual people that listen to this are like, Aaron, tension, it sounds bad. It's not bad. I am consciously choosing my tension now. Like, my success in my life is a direct reflection of the tension I have chosen to step into. In 2017, making daily videos was the tension I chose. It became my normal. I created a lot of impact in the world by doing so, and I got out of my 9-to-5 job and I created abundance. Then, now, in 2023, I stepped this year into doing more live events. 2024, even more so. It's this new thing that is now becoming more and more normal for me. And here's what I'm learning. By stepping into that tension, I realize how much I actually love it. It's almost like when you do something too long, like I was doing videos for so long, for the last 6 years now, there's no tension anymore. And it's like I'm looking for the tension because with tension comes growth. It's like if you went to the gym every single day and you got the 1-pound dumbbells and you just went like this 10 times. There's no tension. There's no growth. There's no the good feel-good chemical hormones that get released. We came here to grow. We came here as spiritual beings to have temporary human experiences to grow. And if you don't choose your tension, you will get that tension in the form of regret, in the form of wishing you would have done something different, which I guess is regret. Now, one thing also, if you want to really transform your life in 2024, something that I'm doing is, normally there's this week of Black Friday. You're probably getting emails everywhere about, everything, all these things, all these materialistic things. And most of these things don't really add value. There's stuff that you'll put on your shelf and you'll forget about. And I think that 2024 is going to be a big year for so many people stepping into their new version of themselves. And a lot of this also has to do with inner shadow work. When you heal inner child shadow work, it changes so much. So something I'm doing that is beyond what I thought I would do right now, but I'm giving away every course and every meditation I've ever made in the Get It All Gratitude Pack. I was also born on Thanksgiving, so I feel a special connection to this week. But this year, my birthday's on Black Friday. So if you want to celebrate my birthday with me and get a whole bunch of transformative processes you can go through to transform your life, if you want to let go and integrate your shadow and do inner child healing, my courses will help you to completely shift your identity in a powerful way from the inside out and to become more emotionally free, to elevate your vibration to the next level. If you click the link that is below, you'll see every single course that's in there. There's a lot. You get lifetime access to all of them. And I'm also moving into live events even more next year, so that's another reason that I'm doing this as well. So when it comes to tension, though, choose your tension. If you don't choose your tension, someone else or some government or some, job you have will choose it for you. Or it'll be just the result of your circumstances. But literally, part of leadership too. I believe if you're listening to this, you came here to be a leader. You came here to step into your power in a very powerful way. So leadership is about stepping into tension. Tension's not bad. It was in childhood, because if you stepped into tension, people got mad at you. You got criticized. You got in trouble. But not anymore. You don't have to let that hold you back anymore. Tension is good. People pleasers, when you start stepping into tension, you get more respect, you're more attractive, you're more authentic. If you're somebody that's holding yourself back from stepping into a new job, stepping into a new purpose, realize that tension is a good thing. Follow the tension. Don't avoid it. And in 2024, you will experience more transformation than any other year of your life. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, peace, much love, and namaste.